It is a beautiful day here at Beacon Hill Park in Victoria, and we've decided to do some cheese rolling. Cheese rolling is a fine tradition of places that are not here, but we decided to have some fun as well. So we went and got this massive wheel of Dutch Beemster cheese, which, let's be honest, is not actually a real wheel of Beemster cheese. This is a store stand-up that the cheesemonger very kindly gave us when we explained what it was that we were doing. And it's made of very, very thick plastic, which also means that it's not inherently heavy enough to do cheese rolling, which is why Beej and I spent a significant amount of time last night filling it with water. So now it is incredibly heavy. But why, you ask, go through all the trouble to fill a fake cheese wheel with water just to get something to roll down a hill? Well, that's because this piece of Beemster, which is very real, and you can see how much of that is, this was $93. So to get a whole wheel would have maybe gone a titch outside the budget. But to the victor go the spoils, these being the spoils, this $93 of cheese. And how do we determine the victor? Well, people are going to chase a wheel of cheese down a hill and see if they can catch it. Traditional cheese rolling is done in more of a free-for-all, mad panic, everyone goes at once scenario. That seems very dangerous, not simply because it's also, still the pandemic times, but also just physically. So instead we're going one at a time, and we're just gonna see who can catch the wheel before it goes out of bounds. We've decided there's an out of bounds. The first thing we're gonna do is test it, because maybe the whole thing falls apart and we don't roll a wheel at all and we just get to share some Beemster. Let's try it. All right, we have our cheese board ready to go, and I don't know how much this weighs because it was too heavy for the kitchen scale, but it's very, very heavy. So let's see how this meadow handles it. Here we go. Cheese away in 3, 2, 1. Oh man.
That's going.
Oh man.
Whoa-ho-ho! It is absolutely tearing down. He's gonna get it.
I think it hit him in the foot. Structural integrity report.
It's all solid, no leaks.
Woo! No leaks, we're good. We can begin.
All right, I'm the first competitor, and I think there's a lot of pressure on me for a good showing, but safety first. We don't know what it's actually gonna be like when somebody chases this thing. So let me get some gear on here. I prepared gloves and knee pads, which I think are the most likely points of contact. So, real quick. I also managed to break the old rugby socks out. No grass burns, is that a thing? Like rug burns are a thing. No grass burns for me today. Do you know I've never worn hockey gloves before?
All right, team, what's our general thoughts and strategies here? And I use the term team lightly because we're of course all competing, but...
Well, it looked like it did not go down the hill straight, which I was expecting, so I'm gonna have to stay on my toes.
I think the word of the day is upright. Remain upright, stay upright, and keep all of your bones in the same direction that they were when we started.
I'm gonna sit down between rolls.
How do you actually catch the cheese? Do you have to touch it or stop it? Like what actually counts as a cheese catch?
A full body tackle, you gotta just get around that cheese.
Making the cheese stop its physical motion with your body. So if it's a foot, if it's a hand, if it's a whole body hug, but as long as the cheese is no longer moving and you have some part of your body on it.
Full body tackle. Full body tackle.
We've determined the cheese gets a 2-second head start, so I will be counting 3, 2, 1, cheese, 1, 2, go.
Got it.
All right, here we go. Everybody ready?
Born ready.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, cheese, 1, 2, go! The cheese started wibbling a bit through some slightly taller grasses, which gave Serge the edge to be able to catch up to it. Very well done. Wow, what a tumble.
I did it! Perhaps a little bit too much gusto. I haven't moved this much in about 18 months, so we're gonna stretch it out. but I got the cheese.
How you feeling, Corey?
Terrified.
Fantastic.
Go, Corey!
All right, here we go.
Cheese, cheese, cheese.
3, 2, 1, cheese. 1, 2, go!
Go, Corey!
He's ahead of the cheese.
Oh no!
Oh no! Slipped out of her grasp. Oh no! Oh no! Get under it. Have we succeeded?
Yeah!
Slippery cheese. It got. She had her hands on it twice and it escaped.
Ooh, still scared.
Ooh, it's solid.
Yeah, that's-
It's not just water, by the way. There's a bit of sand in here too, because Beej and I tried sand first, and we couldn't get sand in it enough. It would have taken like 6 hours.
All the flavor of the ocean.
Yeah. So, are you ready?
As ready as I'm ever going to be. I got the only boots I have that have ankle protection, and that's about it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, cheese. 1, 2, go! I love that Ian's strategy was to sit down on the cheese.
I'm intact. So is the cheese. It's the most I've moved in a year. That's, I think, all of my explosive force. And I get to do it again, right?
Yeah, that's a common theme today.
Woo!
All right, how you feeling?
Like I should have taken a Claritin.
Oh no, are the allergies getting to you?
Not yet.
All right, you think that might affect your performance?
I mean, I think my general physical state will affect my performance more than my allergies will.
All right, let's do it.
Go,
Jeez.
Kathleen!
This is so
Thanks,
terrifying.
3, 2, 1, cheese. 1, 2, go!
God,
Go, Kathleen! Go, Kathleen!
The cheese took a real wibble and then just righted itself and effing went. Like, this, I see why they use cheese for this, because it apparently can't be stopped. I mean, not that we're using cheese, technically. Don't think about it too much.
Terrifying. It's the closest I've ever been to catching and killing my own prey. It's a feeling I don't like.
Well, Beej,
Yeah.
you've just lubed up with Vaseline.
Yep. Want to give that cheese a big kiss on the lips?
I mean, I wouldn't. You know where it's been.
No, it's true. It's been in my sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
It's full of sand. Yeah. Because
All right, let's
Because
do
I
it.
am ready. Got to watch everybody else do this and realize there's nothing you can learn from it.
3, 2, 1, cheese. 1, 2, go! Oh, that cheese is going now. Oh, that cheese is going. Oh my God. Yeah. What happened?
Stop at its edge.
Hey!
Came to rest on its own.
The cheese rolled to a stop. Beej is claiming it as a victory, which, all right, fair enough. It went, boy, it went.
But to be fair, it had almost stopped rolling before I put a finger on it. So if I just left it, it would have stopped. Because it hadn't, I stopped it. Counts.
To turn my hat around so you can see my face. Well, everybody qualified for round 2.
What?
So, yeah. And everybody caught the wheel, so we're going again. So this time, we're gonna release the wheel at the same time as the runner, but they're gonna be over 1 meter apart, so that we'll see if that makes it easier for them to catch the wheel, or more difficult, or just entertaining in a way that is different for the purpose of this video. Let's find out. Look at all the different directions it's gone.
Yeah.
It's quite unpredictable.
So I've been watching a lot of nature documentaries, and I'm going to be like a cheetah. I'm gonna pounce before it even has a chance to know that it's being hunted.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, one, go! That was the most cheetah-like I've ever seen Surge. So those nature docs have paid off.
I'll have to check after if my knees and elbows are bleeding, but feeling pretty good, pretty proud, pretty fierce. Yeah. Quick update. I think I am bleeding. But 1 out of 4 ain't bad.
You got some of that grass rash you were worried about.
Oh yeah.
Ready, Corey?
Yes.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Cheese!
Go Corey! Oh, come on, Corey!
Dive! Got it!
I'm not sure which leg I want to start on.
Good?
I think so.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Cheese! So what Ian did there was, well, he sat on the cheese again, but he took advantage of the wibbles. The cheese was just about to right itself again and carry on, and he managed to catch it before it found its footing. How you feeling?
I don't want to do this again.
You don't want to do it again?
No, it's terrifying. My
Your
knees.
best.
Cheese, 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 cheese! Ah!
3, 2, 1. Cheese! Oh my God, that is going.
Oh no, come on! You got this!
Man, that one took off. That cheese absolutely barreled down the hill. Good heavens.
Well, so it's important to remember that humans did not evolve as sprinters. We take down our prey through endurance running. So I simply waited for the cheese to become exhausted and then pounced.
I wish we'd brought the drone just to see all the different tracks that the cheese has left in the grass.
Yeah, kind of the beautiful claw patterns.
Bearing that in mind, do you have a strategy?
I don't even like cheese, Graham.
You don't like cheese?
No, that's a lie. I love cheese, but I'm starting to get really soured on it at this point.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Cheese! It's across the second path. He's down. He's down. But he did it. He did it. He sacrificed his body and he defeated the cheese. Looks like his hand is hurting a little bit, and there are deer down course. So watch out for the deer.
Came down kind of hard on my hand, but I think it'll be fine. I'll probably like cheese in a week.
What I think the most important thing to note about this situation is that a bunch of people who are old enough to know better chasing a cheese down a hill is not even the weirdest thing that's happening at Beacon Hill Park right now.
Amongst the other activities happening on the hill today, there's it looks like an interpretive dance troupe, which is I'm sure they're great. They're doing some very odd personal movements. There's some people sunbathing, stretching, hiking, biking, walking. There's some people practicing archery, and the archer sort of yelled over at us, I want to try and chase the cheese. So now he's going to come and try to chase the cheese, because why not? So Chris looks like someone who's actually done physical activity sometime in the past year, unlike the rest of us. So let's see how this goes. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, cheese. 1, 2, go!
You guys eat the cheese afterwards?
Oh, don't worry. No cheese will be wasted. Okay. Terrific job.
Good job,
Chris 0, cheese 1. There you go, man.
Thank you so much. Terrific job. Well, after many successful rolls and making a new friend, I would say, in fact, that Archery Chris had the most spectacular takedown of the day. We were all pretty successful in stopping the cheese from reaching its destination, which presumably was across Dallas Road and into the Strait of Juan de Fuca, where it would confuse a passing orca. So, given that, we're all just gonna share the cheese. We were probably gonna share the cheese anyway, but that's what we've decided to do. So, shoutouts to Shirelli's Deli for giving us this amazing artificial cheese wheel. Good Lord, that's really heavy. We should find out how much this thing weighs. And there you go, Canadian cheese rolling for fun and goofiness. Hooray!
Hooray! Woo!
Hard cheese.
Cheese, 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 cheese.
Cheese. It's so heavy. Oh man, you could do CrossFit with this. This is like, ow, don't do that.